Alright, hear me out here. I know time travel is this sort of ethereal thing that we think we might achieve sometime in the future. But I mean, if you look at it, we kind of already have. If you look at the astronauts in the space station, right when they go up and come down, I think they're a few milliseconds younger than they would have been if they spent that time on Earth. They're essentially going a few milliseconds into the future. So can we do that for the past? I mean, if you look at Interstellar, for example, a very scientific movie, a lot deals with a lot of theory and stuff, but time dilation is not really a theory from my understanding. It's more of a fact. It does happen, and it already kind of has. But when the main character of Interstellar, that I can't remember the name of, goes to the black hole and comes back, his daughter is now an old lady. That's essentially going into the future. Now, the theory of time travel, or the idea of how time works, is, in my opinion, wrong. You know, people normally picture time as a line, and then we are a point on that line that's moving forward at a constant velocity. And this makes sense. You know, when you go into school and you're asked to plot time, you do it on a line, and then you do the lines on that line for each period in time, and that's us moving through those different periods of time. That makes sense. But how I prefer to look at time is more of a train. It's a train on tracks, and every car is moving forward with equal velocity. Everything's being pulled forward, and everything is moving forward. So where car 12 was a second ago, where car 13 will be in another second. And this is interesting, because then if you look at it that way, we wouldn't really have to go backwards to go back in time. Let me explain this. So going forward in time is easier because you're moving with the train, right? You're just adding more velocity onto that thing, which is kind of easy from this theoretical standpoint, right? Going backwards is a bit tougher. You have to reverse your personal time and go backwards on that train to end up at a car that is further back, essentially time traveling. But what is interesting is that if we picture the whole line as being moving instead of just us on one point of the line, and just the train theory, my idea, I guess it's not really a theory, but is a hypothesis. Is a hypothesis the one where you have no evidence? I think it is. Anyway, all we would have to do is get off of the train onto a vehicle that's moving at equal speed to the train, and then slow down. You see what I'm saying? So you have the train that's moving like this, okay? And then if you get off of the train and you're on and you're on a vehicle that's moving at equal speed to the train, and then you slow down, and then you reboard the train, you're just on a further back car, essentially having time traveled. And in my opinion, that's what time dilation, or time dilation. That's what it is. You get off of the train, and then you get on a vehicle that's moving faster, then you reboard the train at a further forward car. Right? That makes sense. So all we need to do is find a way to slow down a bit. And then the more we slow down and the more time we spend in that slowed down area, or at least slow relative to the progression of time here on Earth, then we could go back to Earth, reboard the train, and we will be at a date that is further back than when we left. Of course, this is just my theory. This is just me spitballing here. This is kind of what I've been thinking about for time travel for a little while. I just think it's really, really interesting. Thinking about all this stuff in like a very hypothetical way is really, really interesting. And I think we could sort of get more ideas for how we could solve problems like that. You know, so let me know what you think. And if you have your own time travel theories, please put them in in the comments. But yeah, that's my time travel theory. I think it's really, really interesting, and I want to start a discussion in the comments if anyone does watch this. So just go in the comments and put your idea, what you think about my train theory, what you think about the way that we normally think about time, which is the line and the moving point on the line. And if you think that time travel is possible, or maybe it's not, maybe time dilation isn't time travel. Well, I guess the term time travel is pretty all-encompassing, right? Like, we're technically traveling through time right now. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're traveling with time. Maybe time is moving forward. I don't know. I'm no scientist or timeologist. Yeah, this is just my idea. This is just something that I've been stewing in the pot, completely unscripted, completely off cuff. So yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, that's about all I have for you.